up, y'all?
Josh and Isi here once again
with another quality video. Today's video is super exciting because it's actually our first ever story time, I believe. For the longest, you guys have been asking of deeds and just been interested in me and Josh's life and relationship. So we were like, let's see how they do with this. Give them a little juicy story time. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be, well, more so Josh, kind of taking you guys through the phase of Josh starting to do his Mac Daddy.
I'll just take you guys the first section of what this all transpired. Like when friends turned to more than friends up until the point where I made my first move. I'm gonna give y'all that little section of the storyline. Okay,
and I guess it's technically for me the first time I peeped like, oh, my bestie Loki likes me. Like that is what we're gonna be discussing today. If you guys like it, we'll kind of take you through different story times throughout our relationship. We have a lot of stories.
We definitely have a lot.
Like this, give
good,
us
bad, ugly, all that.
Give this video a thumbs up now and make sure you have hit the subscribe button if you are new.
Also, it is Easter Sunday, so I just want to say big shout out to God.
Big shout out to God.
Big shout out to God, because I mean, there's a lot of people going down from COVID. There's a lot of crazy things happening in the world. So if you made it and you're here watching the video, just take a quick second, say a quick prayer, and thank God for the blessings that you have. I know not everything's perfect, but just take time to be grateful. Okay?
Right.
Other than that, let's get into the video.
All right.
So this story starts sophomore year. 2014 to be exact.
And you remember the year.
2014. I was there already because I was at camp.
Football camp.
And it was our year to help all the students move in. So basically the football players would come together, all the new students with all their stuff. The football team would volunteer to help them move their stuff from the cars to the dorms, right? So we're doing all that. Me and Isi have been in contact with each other as friends.
Were we? Over the summer?
It was like 1 or 2 conversations over the summer just checking on each other.
But, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It wasn't anything crazy. I'm like, oh, we just cool, whatever, just saying how you doing, whatever. Then sure enough, all right, so she pulls up with her mother, and then I don't know why, but she was wearing this leather jacket, whatever. Or actually, no, it wasn't a leather jacket. It was an all black fit. You had your natural hair out, your makeup was done, everything was done. And I was like, huh. When I seen it, I don't know why, but I was just like, huh. And I didn't know what that meant or how that felt.
You don't understand why you said, huh? But you just felt, huh.
Yeah, like if that's the best way to feel it. I'm just like, huh, something's different about this relationship. Because like I was happy to see you, but then on another note, like I had never been like, huh. I don't know. You hit like a glow or something about you changed. After that, you also said that you were done. You were officially done with your ex. Right.
Okay.
So
yeah. He was blocked.
You had all that taken care of, and then you came back, and then of course you were wearing the right thing to catch my eye. So you got me in the hump phase. So then like everybody's talking, but I'm not looking at anybody else. I'm just looking at you. Even when other people are talking, I'm just like, what is?
I didn't even notice.
What is this?
Dang it.
This was very weird for me because like we were friends, so I'm like, all right, we're good, we're friends, we're homies, like everybody's just homies, we're cool.
Right.
But somewhere in my back of my head, I'm just like, I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same as I did. And I didn't know how to process that at the time. Because I never really like crushed like that before. But I was like,
really?
Yeah.
You had crushes before though.
I had like attractions, but it was never like, it was weird because you were my friend.
I guess, yeah, because you knew me. It wasn't just like our stranger, like, oh, they're cute. It was like, okay.
I was like, this is the same person we was chopping it up with.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is different. So I was like, all right, I might want to do something about it. But I was like, you know what, let me chill. We're friends, okay? So we're in this friend process again. We're still doing these things. In the back of my head, I'm just like, should I try her or should I just hold on to the friendship? This was about a month process of me just going back and forth.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin a friendship, but I'm here. So then I was like, you know what, let me just do my thing. So then we go to parties. Same kind of scenarios, right?
Yes.
Same kind of scenarios.
I was just going to say that because there was a party. I don't know if it was the first day everybody came back or that week for sure, because I showed up with Raven and you were like getting it in on the dance floor with some little girl, and I was like, hey,
hyping me up like normal. And I thought it was like kind of business as usual. And in the back of my head, I'm still like, because I don't think I knew the first day you came back that you and Odu were completely apart. Okay. I think it was later that transpired that I found out that I was officially done. But I'm still in the back of my head like, all right, we're just gonna be business as usual. She was dang near my wing girl. So like she would hype me up, she'd like promote the turn up. So I'm like, all right, cool, we on the same vibe, we still having a good time. It was only until she had, I wouldn't even say found somebody else.
A flirtation ship?
Yeah, she had gotten to a flirtation ship. Instantaneously, it bugged me. I was like, wow, I should not be this upset. Like, she's been perfectly fine with me doing my thing. I've never really seen you do your thing, but then like when I seen it for the first time, I seen you caked up when I came back.
From that party?
Yep, came back, seen you caked up in the lobby of our dorm.
I wouldn't even say caked up. But you could just tell it wasn't friends, but...
There was 2 guys, 2 girls.
There was no arm around me.
There wasn't, but she was over here. Either he was laying on you or you was like y'all were definitely...
You think so?
Yep.
I
instantly got the vibe that I was not supposed to be in the equation because I came in and instantly was a fifth wheel and was like...
Interesting.
But I thought nothing of it. So I was like, okay, maybe she's just, you know, doing her thing. That kind of developed.
It remained a flirtation.
It remained a flirtation.
Situationship.
A situationship
yeah,
for a while. And so then I was like, dang, I'm feeling some type of way that I'm not the person you're in it with. But like at the same time, I cannot be mad because I was doing my own thing.
Right.
So then like whatever was going on between you two was like
up and down.
Up and down.
You knew about all of that.
I knew about all that.
I told you all of it.
You like y'all through this whole thing, which is crazy enough. She was still chopping it up with me.
I had no idea what he's telling y'all right now was how he felt. I had no idea.
So she's just like spilling all these different secrets, whatever, like how she feels about this or how she feels about that, and I'm just sitting here like plotting my attack.
Interesting.
It's like I was playing chess. Now you were playing checkers, just going back and forth with me, but I was definitely playing chess, and I had to get around a couple things in order to get to where I was going. But I was like, all right, I need to start throwing some subtle hints. So you didn't probably notice it, but I started focusing more on like giving you like dreamy eyes when you talk to me, and I would try and like look into your, but you weren't even catching it. You were
because we were just friends.
You were just
I can catch it now, but like I know exactly what you're talking about. But I did not.
It was just going right over your head, and I would like try and like look into your soul when we were talking. And there was like the weirdest moment. I knew when I really officially liked you because there was a moment we stayed up for
When you came back from that party and I was chilling in my room.
Yeah, like it was just me and you talking, and then like some in my, I don't know if it was liquid courage, I don't know what it was, but everything in my back of my head as I was talking to you was like, just kiss her, see what happens.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do it too. Because you're scary. You'll learn later.
No, babe, I didn't like you in that moment. So think about like if someone you don't like, and it's not that I wasn't attracted to you. You're good looking, but like if you're not attracted to a person in that moment and they kiss you, you're like completely turned off. That wouldn't have probably been a good move. I didn't have any feelings, any inkling, nothing. Well, you probably thought it was gonna play out like it does in the movie.
And I thought it was gonna play out like a good old romance scene in the movie where like we kiss and next thing you know, like we're secret lovers, but you know,
glad you didn't do that.
It didn't work out like that. So that's not how life works. So guys, you want a little bit of Mac Day, don't rush the show. Alright? Just kind of ease your way into it. Speaking of easing it into it, so it comes around September 2nd.
Wait, pause real quick, sorry. Did you try to spend the night in my room before September or after?
Because you were in the flirtationship. Because she was in the flirtationship, I had never spent the night.
Well, you weren't gonna spend the night nowhere.
Actually, I did. But we never did anything. We just talked the entire night until sunrise.
Me and you?
Yes.
Absolutely not. No, Josh. Remember, because I put on my bonnet and I was like, all right, it's time for you to go. You never spent the night unless it was other people in the room.
No, I'm saying, when I say spent the night, there was times where we didn't go to sleep.
Oh, you count that? It's not spending the night.
Yeah, I spent the entire night there. I left your room at like 6 a.m. Sun up.
Really?
Yeah, but that was after this whole you did.
Sorry,
so that's a whole nother story time.
Oh, true.
Anyways, birthday rolls around.
I'm September 2nd,
September
Virgo.
2nd.
Virgo.
She's officially turning 20?
Yeah, that was a 20,
Turning 20. So we go to
Sky Zone. Like a trampoline park. I don't remember if it was Sky Zone, but I know it was a trampoline.
It was a trampoline park.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you and your flirtation situationship had gotten extremely rocky at that point, and he was not there.
Yeah, he didn't come. He was mad at me on... Yeah.
Mad at her, whatever.
He was doing some mess.
So she's there without him, but I'm there, best friend, along with other friends
and
teammates. But in my head, I'm like, this your chance.
Interesting.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just make her birthday as great as possible.
Did you sit next to me all the way at the restaurant?
I sat next to you everywhere. My proximity was everything to me. So like, if I couldn't get as close as I wanted to, I was gonna get as close as possible. So if we sat down, I was sitting next to you. If we were like going on trampolines, even like they separated the trampolines, I was jumping next to you.
I don't remember this.
I was like so focused on proximity. I was like, you're just gonna see me the entire time.
Interesting. Is that a Mac Daddy move?
It could be. You know, you go find
Proximity.
people. The proximity, yeah.
Okay.
You start growing comfortable with the person. So I just wanted you to be comfortable with me,
Okay.
right? So things start transpiring. We're jumping. We're having a great time. We're eating. We're sitting next to each other, chopping it up, having a good conversation. So then comes time to leave, but somebody left early.
There was like 4 people who carpooled, a group of us, and
Yeah.
one of my teammates who came with us and carpooled had to leave early, so we lost a car.
Lost a car.
So we had to bunch in the last 3 cars.
This was the perfect opportunity.
This is when I found out he was on some stuff.
This
all
was
right?
the perfect
He was on some
opportunity.
stuff.
So I instantly started counting heads. When she said she was gone, I started counting heads because I'm like, somebody got somebody left.
And I rode with my friend at the time in the front seat, and it was like 3 people in the back seat.
It was a 5 people car, but there was 6 people. Instantly when we made it to the car, I started counting
You
who
took
was coming
my
to the car.
seat.
Yeah, I went and counted because I was like, this is a 5 tier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Shotgun. So I was like, you know what?
Which he knew I sat shotgun on the way there.
I said shotgun. Tried to play it off like I didn't even know. Then all of a sudden they're like, well, there's not enough room. So I'm trying to play it off like I don't want to be the one to have to do it. I'm like, oh, there's no room in the back. Y'all can't sit on nobody's lap or nothing like that. And then everybody like, I think other people kind of knew that I was on that besides
Really?
you. So they were like, nah.
I had no inkling.
Yeah, because everybody else, they kept saying like, are you two? And I'm like, nah.
We did get that a lot before anything even well, I don't know if they saw what you were doing, how you were operating, but either way, before we even like got into anything, everyone from teammates to random strangers would be like, are y'all a thing? Are you and Josh together? Because we were together so often, and I guess they just saw the way we vibe with each other.
It's that proximity thing, man. I went out of my way to be around you a lot.
Interesting.
Because I figured if I was around you enough, you would get comfortable with me enough. And then at some point, I would shoot my shot and you'd be so comfortable with me that you'd be okay with it. That's not how it happened, though. We're going back to the car, call shotgun, whatever. So now Isi is the last person.
And it was my birthday.
It's not her birthday. So I'm like, oh, that's not cool. And then I think I joked and was like, well, I can sit on your lap. You're like, no, what? So then...
That was a long drive, actually. We had to go through a toll.
Long drive. It was about 30
minutes for sure.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in there. Then I was like, yo, I mean, I guess you can sit on my lap. So then she was like, okay. Now she did have on
some spandex shorts. We went to a trampoline park.
So I was like, I'm in. So I was like, all right, go ahead. You go ahead and sit on my lap, you know, this, that, third, whatever. So then she's sitting on my lap and I'm like, I don't know where to put my arms. I had my arms out to the side. I'm like, man, I'm really uncomfortable. So I like put my hands on her thighs and I was like, oh, dang. And she was like, what? I was like, your thighs is really soft. Let me stop before I get in trouble. And
yeah, you said something like that. And that's when I clicked like,
I said, let
oh
me
my
stop
God, it
before I
just
get
flirted
in
with
trouble. And then she was like, huh? I was like, my bad. Let me stop playing. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Did you say something about chocolate thighs? I feel like you said something about chocolate.
I was like, dang, these chocolate thighs, something else, man, or something like that. I was saying a whole bunch of cheesy stuff about her thighs as I was like touching them.
My thighs are soft though.
I was touching them like they was hot lava. So I was like touching them like, oh, dang. And then after a while, I just kept them there. And you know how you do like that soft but firm grasp? And I was like giving like a slow but sure like leg massage. But it was comfortable enough. And you didn't say anything. You didn't stop the flow.
I don't remember a little massage, babe. I remember your hand touching there, and you were like, dang, that's soft or something. And then you removed it, and that was it.
And no, I came back, and then I did the grip on the thigh. Soft but firm grip on the thigh, and I kind of just like, on the thigh. That's it. That's all I was doing. I really wasn't doing too much, nothing crazy.
Okay.
But it was just enough to know that the hand was there, right? I wanted to see how you react. If you'd have told me, get off, that's weird. I know, alright, that's my cute. I just need to go back to doing me. But she said nothing. And that's how I knew I was in.
But I didn't like you, but I didn't dislike that. It's hard to explain.
You didn't like me?
Yeah.
But you didn't even realize in the back of your head that that was an option. To like me.
I guess that's an interesting perspective.
The seed was not planted until that day.
Yeah.
And once I planted the seed, I knew that, okay, this is now no longer weird for me to try her like that. So like,
yeah, you definitely were full throttle after that.
After that, I was full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
After that, then it turned into me coming over to your room and spending like even more time talking with you. But nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, you know what's even crazier about this whole little, you dig, right? That same day, birthday day, right? The whole 30-minute ride, we had this, that, and third. She had a great time, you know, thanks for coming out to the party, thanks for being supportive. She went
To the situation.
She went back to the situationship room to kick it with him.
I don't remember that.
That right there, I had to get over that one. I had to recover mentally from that one, because I was like, I put in good work.
Mm-hmm.
I was here for the whole birthday, no issues, no nothing.
I thought you were doing that for me as a bestie.
And I was there for you. Like I did my best friend duty, but doggone it. I thought in my head, I had just pulled up and shot my shot.
I don't think so.
In my head, I really thought I was hezzy pull up jumper, and I thought I had landed hand on thigh. It's not the most sensual thing in the world, but I mean, it's still an advancement from like being a friend to like,
I guess.
it's a little, it made you feel some type of way. You felt a little some type of way when I first said I'm gonna get in trouble. I felt the energy. You were like,
Yeah, it was a like you in the very beginning, but it wasn't something I was gonna act on, or I didn't like you. I just know I did not.
All
like
I needed was that, and I knew I was in. I knew it wouldn't be fast.
Yeah.
Y'all, this transpired over an entire semester, so.
Honestly, yeah,
I knew
you're right.
it wouldn't be fast, but I knew for a fact that I would get to my objective. I was determined. I'd never been that determined to get somebody to like me ever.
I feel like though that I was discussing things with you about the situationship before my birthday. Like the time you had the ear infection, was that before or after my birthday?
That was before.
Okay, dang, a lot happened in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
There was a time where I found out about my situationship had a girl back home that I was told he didn't have anybody back home. So then like all the social media stuff happened where I found out, and then I immediately went to my bestie's room.
Meanwhile, I have an ear infection.
Yeah, he had an ear infection that he was just out for like a couple of days.
I had an ear infection, a fever, and I was bedridden. So I was laying in my bed. It felt like a drill was going through my ear because of the ear infection. And then on top of that, I'm like sweating and hot and just like tired, exhausted.
Going through it.
So she comes in the room.
I knock.
I'm like, come on in, whatever. She comes in. I'm like, oh, this is dope. She's coming to check up on me and see how I'm doing. No, she came in strictly to vent.
This is before the birthday hand gesture thing, for the record.
I was like, all right, so I guess I'm just a listening ear at this point.
That's what best friends do.
But at that point in time, was it necessary to
I needed to talk to you.
I needed to be taken care of. I ended up going to the hospital later that day. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I ended up going to the ER with a fever of like 102.
Oh my god.
Ear infection. They gave me antibiotics.
Oh baby, I'm sorry.
But I got the point across though, because I was still like, I was there for you, even when I was
You
down.
were. I didn't know he was that sick because he just took it so well, I guess. You know when you find out something crazy, the first person you want to talk to is your best friend. I didn't know there was even a girl back home, let alone him sending her gifts from our school. That's how I like found out, like our school was USF, so like ended up on an old girl's page and saw she had USF gifts and teddy bears, and I'm like, so I had to go run and tell the bestie. I didn't know you were that sick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up time. I made it past that, and I actually forgave you. At first, I was blown. Like, when you left, I was super blown.
Really?
I was like, she really didn't even like...
I definitely asked, how are you doing and stuff.
And I told you all that, and then, like, you just skipped right past it. Like, well, let me tell you about what such and
I guess
such.
I didn't know how serious the ear infection was. I've never had it.
It's not cool, y'all. It literally feels like someone's taking, like, a drill and just going in your ear, like, and it's like, it's not really fun.
I'm sorry.
I had one good ear, and that one listened to you. I want to say, after that birthday party, it was kind of like, that was my tiny snowball.
You were on
and
that after that.
Eventually, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. I'm talking like, y'all, at parties. Here's the thing. This is why I used
What?
In college, I drank a little bit. All right. So you know how like the blame it on that. Okay, yeah. So I will blame it on that.
Of why you would do stuff.
Why I'd be on that. But I would be like at parties. I would be like heavily on that with her in terms of like just grabbing her hand and seeing what she says, or like pulling over here and just giving her.
Are you sure that happened?
That started coming after that because think about Halloween party.
Now Halloween, I tried you. Well, I didn't try him, but like I knew at that point that he. Wait, should we be telling this, or there should be another story time?
You know what? We should save it for another story time.
I think the Halloween is a story time.
I think October, the month of October is interesting, so I feel like we should save
December's
that
very interesting too. Before we went on winter break.
These are all great story times, but we're not gonna throw them all in one.
Okay,
like that's not cool. We're not gonna throw it all in one. But the moral of the story from this one is, this is how I initially started.
The beginning of Josh and Isi.
The beginning of the transition from friendship into relationship. There was it was like a 6-month process of this.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months.
But you guys got a glimpse into the first 2 months. And I low-key didn't even win the first 2 months. I think my only victory was her birthday party where she sat on my lap and I got the little hand on thigh. I think that was probably my only victory. But when you know what you want, when you know what you want, you're willing to work for it. And at that time, wasn't nobody touching you. I was like, I don't want nobody else.
Interesting.
And like, even like, okay, so I had that whatever flirtation situationship myself.
You just cut her off?
Just cut her off. I was honestly
for someone who wasn't even into you just cut her off.
I was actually blown.
Why?
That it wasn't you. I was like, this is lackluster. I felt like the situationship that I was in pushed you into the situationship that you were in. So I was like, I caused this because I could have easily shot my shot first.
That part is true, but I wouldn't put enough energy on it to say your thing pushed me into. I just didn't even think this was a thing.
That's
after
true.
My freshman year crush on you, which I wonder should I have done a story time about that, the little things that I would maybe. I know it's kind of out of order. Doggone it! I wish I would have thought of that first. If y'all want a story time on like my freshman year crush on Josh, so this is prior to this, we can come back and do that video for you guys. Anyway, though, after that freshman year crush was over, it was just friend zone from there. So I'm saying you messing with old girl wasn't like, oh, Josh isn't available, blah blah, because I wasn't thinking in that way anymore. I didn't have a crush on you anymore.
Yeah, and I went through like a small depression too.
What do you mean?
Because after your birthday, we're still in September, so I'm not going to go into October, but we're still in September. So then after that, there was times where you two would still be kicking it. You would go on like these double situationships or whatever with other people, and then like I would walk in on it.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody was caked up at this time.
Yeah.
Everybody
starting
was
to get a little
caked up.
chilly outside.
Everybody had somebody, but I had cut down my situationship because I was like, nah, I'm not really. I wasn't really feeling it. So I'm the only single one in the equation. Although I preached to her daily that she was single and she needed to operate like it, but to each their own. She ended up almost getting a heartbroken over a situationship, and I was like, that's because you're not acting single. But anyways,
I didn't know how to.
That's neither here nor there.
I didn't know how.
There was times where I would come in and then see you guys all caked up, and I'd just be like lonely Mr. Oddball, so I would go on like walks by myself.
I do remember one time in particular, I was in Dude's room. You came in, because we were all friends. That's kind of the messy part of all this too that we haven't touched on. We were all friends. We had a group. And you came in his room and you saw us in there, and I guess it was some party or something going on that night, so you were kind of going around making rounds to ask friends if they want to come. And everybody just wanted to like chill, kick it, cake that night. So we were like, no, we're good. And for some reason in my mind I have this picture of like when Josh left the dorm hall, I could see him like walking into the night, but he had like a bottle inside a brown paper bag. Like very dramatic, sad. Like all you needed was rain and that would have been the perfect scene for a movie.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap.
What?
I was hurt that night.
Was it after my birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hurt because I had seen everybody caked up and I was lonely. And the one person that I wanted to be with was caked up. In my head, I knew that you weren't being treated entirely correct. So
at all. You don't say at all.
You weren't being treated like I wanted to treat you. So I was just upset. So I was like, you know what?
She's with this dude. I
just need to clear my head. So then I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I went and got a bottle, whatever, and I just walked. And I actually walked to, it's like this like club, pub kind of thing.
Yeah, that's where you went,
And I just sat there. Just sat there on the stools. And everybody was like, you good? I'm like, I'm cool. I'm coolin'.
Oh man.
I sat there for like 2 hours, then stumbled back, and just went to sleep.
And that's really abnormal for Josh to just be by himself and not be like personable, because he's very much so extroverted. So he must have been really hurt.
The loneliness really hit home that night. And I was just like, man, I gotta figure something out. So once I figured out that you and your situationship was on rocks, I was like, nah, I need to go full throttle. But you guys won't get to know about that until
you give this video a thumbs up and comment below more story times.
But I think that's all we have for you guys today. So let us know if you want another story time. If you want the freshman year one, you can hashtag freshman year.
You want the Halloween one?
Halloween or just October.
And December before winter break.
Oh, before winter break is juicy. That's when that's when it got juicy.
Okay, let's close.
Got real juicy.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, other than that, if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together we're Josh and Isi. You can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we're happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. Oh, also, just be on the lookout on our social medias because sometimes we try and get interactive with you guys. So if you're not following us on like Instagram, you won't be able to be a part of
confessions. Yeah, because some people are like, I always miss it. You be following us on the gram.
Follow us on the gram and always be checking our stories because we'll just randomly post it in there and be like, hey, we need some confessions or hey, we need some secrets, and then you guys can just throw them on in there.
Matter of fact, we need some secrets for this week.
Oh yeah, so be on the lookout. You can actually probably go check out our stories. By the time you guys are watching this, it'll probably be on our stories by then. Hydrated Hero, African Beauty. We're gonna need some secrets for what?
Our upcoming video. Tea time. Y'all like tea time.
Y'all like tea time. So just be on the lookout in our stories. We always post stuff like that, so you always gotta be checking on us on social medias. Alright? So other than that, peace, love, hair grease, and we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out
right here.
You might as well.
That's quality.
Quality.
Right
Quality
there.
content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well
be right there.
Because this one's quality too. All this
quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.